is the first program of your lab syllabus, that is to develop an embedded C program to display digits 0 through F using 7-segment display interface. And I had told you the significance of this header file LPC2148, that is 214x.h. This is the file you have to include for all the interfacing programs what you are going to implement in part B. Okay, so since all the registered definitions you are going to find in LPC214x.h. So this header file you have to include. And we discussed about this write segment module. Okay, so what is the functionality of this write segment module, or what for you are writing this write segment module? This is to display a character onto the 7-segment display interface. So what are the important points we had discussed? So anything you want to display onto the 7-segment display interface, it is the 7-segment code you have to construct. So that constructed code we have to send from the microcontroller to the 7-segment display unit. So how actually the communication takes place? So how this happens? So just recall that explanation whatever I had given in the previous class. We are having LPC2148 microcontroller. Okay, so this is 4-digit 7-segment display interface you are having, right? This is 7-segment display interface. So for communication between or for IO port communication or for IO port programming, you can say, for having the communication between microcontroller and 7-segment display interface. So these are the 2 pins of microcontroller used. Okay, which are those 2 pins which are used for communication? One is one of the pin, it is port 0.15. Correct? Port 0.15 is the pin, which is port 0 pin in LPC2148 microcontroller, that is used to send out the data bits. So you have constructed a 7-segment code. That 7-segment code need to be sent bit by bit to the 7-segment display interface. So through which port pin you are going to send out the data bits? It is port 0.15. So after sending each data bit, you need to apply the clock pulse. So through which pin you are going to apply the clock pulse? It is port 0.2. So remember this, port 0.15 is the pin of microcontroller through which you are going to send out the data bits, okay, which is the each bit in the 7-segment code what you have constructed, and through port 0.2 pin you are going to apply the clock. Correct? Common clock, you can see in that diagram what we had discussed in the previous class. We are applying the common clock through port 0.2. It is a high to low pulse which we are going to send after sending each data bit. So you can, if you can recall that diagram what we had discussed, it is shift registers that are used which are cascaded for clocking in the data. Okay, so this is what the communication you need to remember. If you know this interface diagram, you can easily write the code. And discuss this for loop, how actually this for loop works. Totally 8 iterations are taking place here since 8 data bits are to be sent out. And this is the if condition header you have written for testing whether the bit is 0 or 1. And in all the examples what I told is the convention what we are following to our constructing the 7-segment code is we are taking H as the most significant bit and A as the LSB. Correct? H as MSB we are taking and A as LSB. So with this convention, we have constructed the 7-segment code. If this is what the convention you have followed to construct the 7-segment code, then what is the first value or the mask value you are going to take to perform AND operation? It is 80H. And you know that always we have to send H bit first, then we have to send the G bit, followed by that F, E, D, C, B, A. So this is the order in which you need to send the data bits, right? So since we need to first test whether H bit is 1 or 0, the mask value we are going to consider is 0x80. So how it is 0x80? As I already told, whichever bit you want to test, whether it is 0 or 1, only that bit status you take it as 1, rest other bit status you need to take it as 0. So since for the first time in the first iteration, we need to test whether H bit is 1 or 0, we need to take that bit status. This is an 8-bit data, hexadecimal code. So only H bit status we are taking it as 1 and rest other bit status we will be taking it as 0. So what is this 8-bit value we are going to get? It is 80H, 80. Okay. So this is what the value, mask value we are going to take in the first iteration. So just observe what is the initial value of I we have taken. It is 0. 80H right shifted was 0 times means it is 80H only. That means in the first iteration, So we are performing AND operation between the 7-segment code, which is held in the variable x, and this mask value 80h. So what it means, we are first testing whether h bit is 0 or 1. So if this result of AND operation is 0, then what we can infer, the h bit status, it is actually it is 0. So if it is 0, control will go to the else block, where we are going to write to the IO clear register value 8000h. So why it is 8 followed by 30h, the value we are sending. So just see in this table, where through port 0.15 we need to send out the data bit. And what value we need to send, since after performing the AND operation you have come to know that it is the bit status is 0. So we need to send out 0 through port 0.15 pin. How we are sending out 0, or how we are making logic 0 at port pin, that is port 0.15, by writing to the IO clear 0 register. So what value we have to write is, rest other bit status in IO clear register must be 0. So whichever pin must be logic 0, only that pin status or that bit status we have to take it as 1. So once we write this 8000h to IO clear register, what happens is, through port 0.15, logic 0 will be sent to the 7-segment display interface. Are you getting? So next, in the next iteration, what after sending? As I told, after sending each data bit, you need to apply the clock pulse. How we are applying the clock pulse? By first sending high value, and to apply the clock pulse, you know which port pin you are using, port 0.2. So we need to send high, means 1 we have to send through this port 0.2. So that means only this bit in the IO set register as well as in IO clear register. So this bit status we have to take it as 1. So what will be that value? It will be all zeros, hexadecimal zeros, and least significant hex digit will be 4. Okay, this value you are writing to first IO set 0 register, so that logic 1 is sent out first from the microcontroller to the 7-segment display interface, and then you are writing 04h to IO clear register, so that logic 0 will be sent out to the 7-segment display interface. High to low pulse we are sending through port 0.2 pin. Okay, after that, see, just observe where the control will be transferred to. It will go to the updation part, where I will be incremented to 1. 1 is less than 8, condition is satisfied. So for the second iteration, what will be the mask value we are going to consider to perform AND operation with the 7-segment code held in X? Can anyone tell the mask value? 80h, right shifted 1 time. What will be the value? Next, I need to test the G bit. What is the mask value we are considering? If we are taking 80h, if you right shift it 1 time, can anyone tell what will be the mask value?
0x40.
Yes, 40h, right? So in the first iteration, we had taken 80h to perform AND operation. So in the second iteration, I value is 1. We are taking 40h, 0, 1. Only G bit status, we are taking it as 1. Since that bit we have to test whether it is 0 or 1. So what is this hexadecimal value? It is 0x40, 40h. So in the second iteration, with this data mask value, we are performing AND operation with the hexadecimal code. Sorry, that is the 7-segment code that is held in the variable X. So then you will test whether this result of AND operation is 0 or 1. If 0 or non-zero. So if it were to be non-zero, that means we can infer that G bit status was 1 in the 7-segment code what you have constructed. Now we have to write 1 to the IO set register in that place. So that is port 0.15. So 15th bit in that IO set 0 register must be 1, since we need to send logic 1 to the 7-segment display interface. So after a control enters the if block, it executes this statement. Then we are going to apply the clock pulse, high to low pulse, by executing these two statements. IO set 0 is equal to 4, IO clear 0 is equal to 4. So in the third iteration, what happens? I is updated. I value will be now, it is 2, right? So we are taking the same data, 80h, right shifted 2 times. We are into the third iteration. 2 bits have been already sent. H and G bits are sent. Okay, their status depending on whether it is 1 or 0. And now we are into the third iteration, where 0x80h, the same data is taken, and we are right shifting 2 times. So now I need to test F bit. So what is the mask value? 80h right shifted 2 times means 1 time when you right shift, it will be 40h. 2 times if you right shift, it will be
20h.
20h. Correct. See, hope you have understood now. how actually this code is working, this routine, right segment is working. See 20H, this is the mask value we have taken to perform AND operation with the 7 segment code held in X. Same procedure is repeated. Can you tell in the fourth iteration by what value I need to perform AND operation? For 80H, 40H, 20H, for testing E bit, by what mask value I need to perform AND?
10H.
10H, very good, 10H. Then for testing D bit, I need to perform with 08H, right? 0, that is 8H. 100 means it is 8, 08. So next it is 04 if I want to test C bit. Then it is 02 if I want to test B bit. If I want to test A bit, whether it is 1 or 0, what is the mask value I have to take? It is 1. 1H. Hope you have understood. 80H, 40H, 20H, 10H, then 8H, 4H, 2H and 1H. So these are the mask values we have taken in each of the iteration. So totally it is 8 iterations that takes place to send out 8 data bits. Hope you have understood. Have you all followed how this write segment routine is working? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now can anyone tell if you are considered A as the most significant bit and H as the LSB, what should be the mask value I have to consider? What changes I have to make to this write segment routine so that with the input as the 7 segment code with A as MSB and H as LSB? Can anyone tell? Always,
0x
yes, 0x?
01 by I. 0x 01
Very,
01 left shift
very,
by I.
very, very good. Remember that? Yes, very good. Always we need to send H bit first. That's what you need to remember. Whether you take H as MSB and A as LSB to construct the 7 segment code or vice versa, always we have to send in this order the data bits, that is H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. So since when you construct the 7 segment code with A as MSB and H as LSB, okay, where H bit appears, it is at the LSB. H bit will be at the LSB. So first I need to test the bit which is at the LSB to decide whether it is 0 or 1. So what is the mask value I have to take? So just change 0x80H with 0x10. Sorry, 0x01. Okay, 0x01 is the mask value you are going to take. 0x01 means it is all zeros. Higher order nibble will be 0. Lower order value will be 0001. The H bit we need to test whether it is 0 or 1. Okay. Now tell me, is it right shift operation I have to perform or left shift? After testing H bit, I need to go for test G bit, whether it is 0 or 1. Then I need to test whether F bit is 0 or 1. Next, it is D bit. Okay, sorry, E bit. And then D, C, B, A. This is the order in which I need to test the bits. I'm going in this order to test whether each bit is 0 or 1. First, we have tested H bit is 0 or 1. In the first iteration, I am performing AND operation with this mask value 0x01. Can you tell in the whether the operation I need to perform is right shift or left shift?
Left shift operation.
Yes, very good. Left shift operation. Replace 0x80H with 0x01. This is one change you have to make. If you have considered A as MSB and H as LSB to construct the 7 segment code, another change is right shift operation. Just replace it with left shift operation. So after testing H bit, I need to go for testing J bit. One left shifted one time. What will be the mask value? If you left shift one time, what will be the mask value? In the first iteration, 0x01 is the mask value you have
0x02.
taken to test H bit. Yes. Come again. 02, right? G bit, if you want to test, if you left shift one time, it will be 0x02. If you want to test F bit, what is the mask value in the third iteration you have to take? One left shifted 2 times, what you will get? 0, 4. 2 left shifted 1 time, it will be 4, right? So next, it will be E bit, you need to test, it will be 0x08. Correct? The mask value in the fourth iteration will be 08. So to test D bit, whether it is 0 or 1, what will be the mask value in the fifth iteration? It is 10H, right? Next, for testing C bit, whether it is 0 or 1, what is the mask value? It is 20H, correct? For testing whether B bit is 0 or 1, what is the mask value in the last but one iteration? It is 40H. Finally, to test whether A bit is 0 or 1, in the last iteration, what is the mask value we are going to take? It is 80H. Are you getting how actually you have considered the mask value for testing each of this bit? If it were to be 8, that is H as MSB and A as LSB, starting from 80H, you will be performing right shift operation I times. Okay, that will be the mask value computed, which will be using to perform AND operation with AX. If you are taking A as MSB and H as LSB, you need to take the mask value as 0x01. This you have to left shift I times. So these are the two changes you have to make. So in the first iteration, this will be the mask value. In the second iteration, 2. Third, it will be 4, 8, 10H, 20H, 40H, and finally 80H to test the MSB bit, which is in the variable X. Hope you have understood now clearly how actually this right segment function is implemented. Have you all followed? Okay. Shall I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is one of the routine we have implemented, right segment, and the tracing I already explained. Coming to the delay routine, so why actually we require delay is, so after, it is a 4-digit 7-segment display interface we are using. At a time, we can display only 4 characters. So after displaying 4 characters, I want to introduce some delay. So whatever the information you are having on the 7-segment display interface, that information I want to have it for some period of time. So how actually we can introduce delay? How to write the delay routine is, we can just insert some nested loops. So here in this example routine, you are seeing a for loop within a while loop. So nested looping construct we have used just to kill the time. Okay, just to introduce some delay, okay, to the operation. This is what the delay routine we have written. So any code we can write just to introduce some delay. So here, since this is already tested, this much amount of delay is sufficient. You can go for this nested loop. Okay. Return type of the function is void. Name of the function I've given it as delay. These are all user defined. It is not built in. All these are user defined routines. And one argument the function receives. It is unsigned integer type x. And within the function, these are the statements we have written. First, we have declared the loop control variable unsigned char I. Then we are decrementing x while x minus minus. For each value of x, this is what the for loop we are running. So I equals 0, I less than 250, I plus plus. It's a null statement we have written, semicolon. We are not performing any operation. Simply we are incrementing the counter. Okay. So this keeps on incrementing. Once I takes the value 250, then the for loop gets terminated. Control will go to the while loop where x value gets decremented by 1. Again it enters the for loop if x is non-zero. Until x value becomes 0, for each value of x, this for loop will be executed. See, we are not performing any operations, just incrementing and decrementing the counter so that it introduces some delay. Hope this is clear, the delay routine. So nothing much information you are having in this, just a nested loop we have written with where we are incrementing or decrementing the counter. Okay. Coming to the main function. So we need to first have an array, as I told, where we are going to initialize the 7-segment code for the data, whatever you want to display onto the 7-segment display interface. So what is the data we want to display? It is 0 to F. We need to display 0 to F in the 7-segment display interface. So we will be displaying that information in the rolling fashion. I'll show you how actually you can display in the rolling fashion. For that, what is the information you need to initialize in the array? Just see here. We shall analyze what information we have taken in this array. It is an unsigned character data type array. Okay. So since it is actually on-chip memory capacity will be less in any microcontroller. Usually, if it is possible to perform the operations using character data type, we'll try to make use of char data type to perform the operation. So here, in all the examples, we have taken unsigned char. You can take unsigned int. It is left to your implementation. Okay. So here, you can observe 0xFF, 0xFF, again 0xFF and 0xFF we have given. So initially, as soon as you execute the program, okay, what should be the output? First output you have to see on the 4-digit 7-segment display interface. It is all blanks. We don't want any segment to glow. Every segment must be turned off. So for that, what is the 7-segment code I have to send? It is FF. So since it is common anode type 7-segment display, that is the configuration we are using in the lab. Okay. So to make or to turn off each segment in that 4-digit 7-segment display interface, we need to send, okay, these 4 characters. So that is these 4 7-segment codes: 0xFF, 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 0xFF. So at a time, you know that we can see only the 4 character information in a 4-digit 7-segment display interface. So this is the 7-segment code for blank. Okay. So just remember, first 4 information what we are sending is 4 blanks. So we don't want any segment to glow. After that, since it is in rolling fashion, we want to display the information. I want to see 0. Digit 0 to be displayed in the least significant 7-segment display digit. So this is most significant 7-segment display digit. It is a 4-digit 7-segment display, as you know. So this is the most significant, and you are having next lower 7-segment display digits, right? So totally it is 4-digit 7-segment display. Hope you are getting. So what I want to see is, I want to see 0 at the least significant 7-segment display, and I have to see 3 blanks. So 3 blanks and then 0. This is what the information I want to see in the next iteration. So after that, what I need to see? I need to see 0 in the, that is least significant second display digit, and 1 should appear here, and 2 blanks I have to see. See how actually we are trying to illustrate this rolling fashion of the digits 0 through F. Initially it will be all blanks, then I'll see I'm going to send this 4 characters, okay, these 4 characters or these 4 7-segment code, 3 blanks and 0. In the next iteration I'll send 2 blanks, 0 1. In the next iteration I'll send 1 blank, 0 1 2, okay, and so on. Next 0 1 2 3 I'll send. So next in the next iteration, what is the information I need to send? 1 2 3 4. So in the next iteration, I need to see 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So how many such iterations are required to simulate this rolling fashion of the digits 0 through F? That you have to write and decide. So once you decide that, then you can go for you're running the for loop for that many number of times. So that I've already written, and I've put it as one of the slides that I will show. Okay. So this is what the information you are going to store in the memory. So in this array, what information you are seeing is, so let me just clear it and write it once again. See here. The 4 blanks we are giving. 4 blanks, 7-segment code I have initialized. After that, I need to construct for each of these digits 7-segment code. I need to construct the 7-segment code for 0, 7-segment code for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. After that, just observe 3 blanks and then A to F also I have to display. For character A, I need to construct the 7-segment code. B, C, D, then E, okay, then F, this is E, then F, and after that 3 blanks. Just observe this complete information I have stored in this array. This array, what it contains? It contains the 7-segment code of these digits and characters. Okay, see, FF is the 7-segment code for blank. Again, FF, 4 FFs you are seeing, 4 blanks code we are having in the array. Okay, in the first 4 locations. In the next location, what you are seeing is C0. C0H is the 7-segment code of 0. Then F9H is the 7-segment code of 1. A4H is the 7-segment code of 2. And B0H 7-segment code of 3, and so on. So this is for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 88H is for A, then B, C, D, E, F. For F, it is 8EH. 7 segment code for F. So whichever segment you want to make it glow, just take it bit status as 0, rest other bits as 1. Only these segments should be glowing. That is A bit, this is G bit, then this is F bit, and this is E bit. If you take H as the MSB and A as the LSB and construct the 7 segment code for F, 8EH is the 7 segment code you'll get. After F, I have again given 3 blanks, FF, FF, FF. To make all the, or to turn off all the segments, this is what the 7 segment code we are taking, FFH. So 3 blanks. See, this is what the format I have stored in the array. 4 blanks, 0 to F, so the 7 segment code. Again for 3 blanks, I have stored the 7 segment code in the array. Hope this memory map is clear. Why actually we have taken this array and what information is stored in this array. I think this is clear. Moving on to the next slide, we shall proceed with next information. Okay. We have declared loop control variables I and j. Coming to the configurations we need to do for GPIO functionality and to set the direction of the port pins. Pin select 0 register is initialized with 0. That means we are configuring P0.0 to P0.15 as GPIO port pins. Okay. After that, we are writing to the IO DIR 0 register this value 8004. So what do you mean by this? Since port 0.15 and port 0.2, these are the two port pins we are using which are acting as an output port. We need to send the clock pulse through port 0.2 and we need to send the data bits through port 0.15. So since these two are the output port pins, in the IO DIR 0 register, I need to write a value 1 at this bit position. So bit 15 and bit 2, these two bit position value must be 1. If you write 1 to this IO DIR register, you know that it is acting as an output port. If you are writing 0, it is acting as an input port. So what will be the 32-bit data you are going to get? So which will be written to the IO DIR 0 register. It is 8004. So 4 means bit 2 is 1 and 8 means here bit 15. It is 1. Hope it is clear what value you are writing to the IO DIR 0 register. And whatever we are simulating, that should be repeated infinitely. That's why we have taken an infinite while loop, while 1. Within this, so this is what the for loop header I have written, outer for loop. For I equals to 0, I less than 20, I plus plus. Why it is 20? This is 20 times the for loop has to be repeated. 20 iterations are to be taking place to simulate this rolling fashion of the digits 0 through F. Okay. So what are those 20 iterations? I've prepared a slide for it. I'll show it. Within this for loop, so this is the inner for loop header we are going to take. You know that at a time we are going to display 4 digits. So since it is a 4-digit 7-segment display interface, at a time we can display only 4 digits. This is what the for loop we are taking. See, 4 times inner loop will be repeated. For each value of I, 4 times inner loop will be repeated. For j is equal to I, okay, j less than I plus 4, j plus plus, okay, and we need to access that array. We will make a call to write segment routine by passing this array value, data of j. Inner loop index is j, as the index we have taken j for the array data, okay. So that means each of the 7-segment code we are sending to the write segment routine. So what is the first value of I? It is 0 and j is initialized to 0. 0 is less than 20. Control enters the inner loop. J is equal to 0. J less than 0 plus 4 means 4 times the inner loop will be repeated. And what value we are passing to the write segment routine? Data of 0. What is there at 0th position in the array? In the previous slide, if you can recall, it is 4 blanks we have initialized in the memory. 0xFF, 0xFF, 0xFF we have given. 4 0xFFs we have given. So first time j value is 0, data of 0 means FFH will be sent out. Okay, onto the 7-segment display interface, 0xFF 7-segment code is displayed, which clears all the 7 segments in that display interface. Okay, so next j gets incremented. Then 1 is less than 4 is tested. It is true. Control enters. Data of j means again 0xff. Again blank is taken. That will be displayed. So in the third iteration, j value will be 2. Data of 2 means it is again a blank. Data of 3 means it is again a blank. 4 times the inner for loop is repeated to display these 4 values. That is meaning all the 4-digit 7 segment display, each of the segment will be turned off. So for first, what we are for I value as 0, this is what the 4 information we are displaying onto the 7 segment display interface. So once I takes the value 1, okay, 1 is less than 20, control enters. So starting from first position in the array. So that means from this position in the array, I need to go for displaying next 4 values. Okay, that is 3 blanks and 0. So this is what the information is to be displayed. So this will be displayed in the second iteration. So next I value will be 2. Starting from second position, we will be displaying next 4 values, 7 segment code, whatever you are initialized in the memory. So 2 blanks and 0, 1 will be displayed. In the next iteration, I value will be 3. Okay, starting from position 3 in the array, we'll try to access next 4 7 segment codes what we have initialized. So that information will be sent out to the 7 segment display interface. So this process is repeated 20 times so that it simulates one rolling fashion. Okay, that means all the digits from 0 through f will be illustrated as just moving from right to left. So all the data will be scrolled off from right to left. Again, it starts displaying the data from the least significant 7 segment display unit. So to simulate this, this is what the nested for loop we are implementing. So after displaying 4 information, you need to introduce the delay. So just we are making that information stay for some period of time. For that, we are introducing the delay. See, just observe where we are introducing the delay after displaying 4 digits, 4 characters. Okay, after that only we are introducing delay, not for each character. After displaying 4 information, we are introducing delay. Then close the for loop, close the while loop. You can just give return 0 and close the function. Main function is closed here. Okay, so this is what the nested for loop we have written. Outer for loop for deciding the number of iterations, inner for loop to decide the number of digits or characters or alphabets, what you can say, which you want to display. Since it is 4 digit 7 segment display, at a time we can display only 4 characters. After displaying 4 characters, we are introducing the delay. See how it works here. Complete tracing I have shown here. What information you have stored in the array? It is 4 blanks, 0, 1, 2, 3. This is here you need to interpret these as 7 segment codes. In the memory, remember what we are going to store is 7 segment code for each of these digits and alphabets. Okay, for blank 7 segment code we have initialized, then 0, 1, 2, 3. See, again 3 blanks. Then just see how many iterations are required for simulating this rolling fashion. First 4 blanks are to be displayed, next 3 blanks 0, 2 blanks 0, 1, next blank 0, 1, 2, next 0, 1, 2, 3, next 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just see how the digits are scrolling from right to left. Just observe. Then 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9A. You write these iterations. Finally, what I need to display is F followed by 3 blanks. After that, if I repeat, since it is an infinite while loop, after displaying F followed by 3 blanks, what will be the next information you'll get? Since it is infinite loop, while loop, 4 blanks will be displayed. See, the same iterations will be repeated. After 20 iterations, this process is repeated. So that's why in the for loop, in the previous slide, you can see I equals to 0, I less than 20 I have taken. Why it is 20? For simulating this rolling fashion of the digit 0 to F, 20 iterations are required. That's why I have initialized in the test condition, I have tested for I less than 20. Okay. Are you able to follow this? Let me show this a small video. Have you all followed how it is getting displayed? Any problem in understanding this? See, four characters we are displaying. In the first iteration, 4 blanks are displayed. In the next iteration, 3 blanks, 0 is displayed. In the next third iteration, 2 blank, 0, 1 is displayed. Fourth, blank, 0, 1, 2. In the array, so starting from the position wherever I is pointing to, we are fetching 4 characters, 4 7 segment codes, and that we are sending to the 7 segment display interface. Are you able to follow? Is it difficult to follow, or you have followed? Can you please respond? Don't waste time. If you have understood, tell that you have understood.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, since it is hard to explain this interfacing programs online, right? I'm trying to make you understand. I don't know how far you people have understood. Okay. Kindly see this. So this is how the data will be displayed. Are you all able to see this? This is the 4-digit 7-segment display interface which you will be using in the lab. This is the microcontroller kit which you will be using. And just observe how the digits are rolling. How we have simulated. Yeah, after all blanks, you can see at the least significant hex digit, 7-segment digit, 0 is displayed. It scrolls off. All the digits scrolls off. See how we have simulated. It gives us the illusion that the characters or the digits are scrolling from right to left. It is not so. We are at a time we are displaying 4 information to the 7-segment display interface, which simulates this rolling fashion. Hope you are able to analyze. This is what the output you need to show for the first lab syllabus program. Getting? Initially, all blanks
Yes,
will be
ma'am.
there. Then it displays at the least significant 7 segment 0. See 1, 2, 3, 4. All till F it scrolls off. All the characters will be scrolled off. Again, it starts from 0 at the least significant 7 segment display digit. Okay. So these are the components we'll be using. So this is actually the LPC2148 microcontroller. It is available in this kit. These are the 7-segment display kit it is. This is the LPC2148 microcontroller kit. And what are the connections and all we'll be discussing once you come offline. Okay. Just let me go back to this. Yes. Coming to the second question. Develop an embedded C program to display the message Department of CSE from right to left and left to right. In the previous example, what you saw is in rolling fashion, the information 0 to F was displayed. So this is the 6th program of your lab syllabus where you need to display the information from right to left. After that, the same information should be displayed from left to right. Say, assume if you are displaying CSE. Okay, let us consider you are displaying CSE. This is what the information you need to display on the 7-segment display interface. So how actually you are going to display this is, so when you execute it, first you need to see 3 blanks. Okay, initially you can show 4 blanks. After that you can display 3 blanks, then C. Then you can display 2 blanks CS. Then you can display 1 blank CSE. Okay, first to simulate right to left simulation. To do this, how many iterations are required? This is how you can decide. Initially, what I want to see on the 4-digit 7-segment display interface, all blanks. Then I want to see 3 blanks and C appearing at the least significant 7-segment display digit. Next, 2 blanks CS. Next, 1 blank CSE. After that, I want to display CSE blank. Next, I want to display SE 2 blanks. Okay. Next, what I want to display is E 3 blanks. Okay. Finally, what I want to display, all blanks. How many iterations are required for showing one simulation from right to left? Just count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 iterations are required. So whenever I am scrolling from right to left, I'll take the test condition as I less than 8. Since 8 times I need to repeat the loop for showing the simulation or for scrolling of the characters from right to left. So this is what the information I want to display. in the left to right, right to left and left to right fashion. So for right to left, these many iterations are required. So this message, this information, what you want to display may be changed in the question, but the logic remains the same. So for what information you have to display, you have to decide the number of iterations. Okay. So now after that, I need to display from left to right. So in the memory for simulating right to left and left to right, what information I have to store? See, this is what I have to store in the array. 4 blanks I have to store. Then 7 segment code for CSE I have to store. After that, I have to store 4 blanks. Getting? This is what I need to store in the memory in array. So first, in the first iteration, 4 blanks will be displayed. Next, I will be incremented. From position 1 in the array, I need to display next 4 characters. From position 2, I need to display next 4 characters. From position 3, I need to display next 4 characters. From 4, next 4 characters. From 5, next 4 characters. That's what you are seeing here in these iterations. Initially, I will be 0. From 0th position in the array, see, at a time, we'll be taking 4 characters and we'll be sending out to the 7 segment display interface. So this simulates right to left. If I want to display from left to right, we are having a 4 digits 7 segment display. What I have to see in the most significant 7 segment display. After all the digits scrolls off from right to left, okay, in the next iteration, what is the information I want to see? Here in the MS 7 segment display digit, I want to see E. E I have to see. Okay, this information I have to see. This information in the most significant 7 segment. So then, what is the first iteration value while simulating from left to right? What is the information I have to see? E followed by 3 blanks I have to see. Can anyone tell in the next iteration what is the information I want to see on the 7 segment display? We are trying to simulate from left to right. Digit scrolls from left to right. Next, information on the 4-digit 7 segment. What should be the information?
SE blank.
Yeah,
blank.
very good. SE 2 blanks. In the next, it will be
CSE blank.
CSE 1 blank.
One
In the
blank.
next iteration, it will be blank CSE. In the next iteration, it will be 2 blanks CS. Okay. In the next iteration, it will be 3 blanks C. And finally, it will be 4 blanks. See? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 iterations are required, but we will not run the loop from 0 till 7. We need to initialize the array index to this position where E is present. Since starting from E, I need to fetch 4 characters. See, in the first iteration for simulating from left to right, E followed by 3 blanks I have to display. So what is the index value in the array? It is. This is index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to initialize I variable to 6. Okay. I greater than or equal to 0 I'll take. Okay. Starting from 6, I greater than or equal to 0. I minus minus. So we will take a decrement loop for simulating left to right fashion. Are you getting? See, in the first iteration, what I'll do? E followed by 3 blanks. Starting from wherever I is pointing to. From here, I'll take 4 characters. So this is the first iteration value while simulating from right to left. Next, I'll decrement I. Starting from yes, I need to take 4 characters. What will be those 4 characters? SEBB. Right? To simulate this information. Next, I'll decrement I. Starting from C, 4 characters will access in the array. CSE blank. Next, it will be decrement. Then blank CSE will be displayed. Next, go for decrementing. 2 blank CS will be displayed. So like this, we'll have a decrement loop for simulating left to right the data. That will show the that is movement of the characters from left to right. Hope this is clear how we have done from right to left and left to right. Okay. This is how we are simulating. Just then the right segment routine remains the same. Any question given on 7 segment display interface, right segment routine remains the same. It is easy. Okay, see, right segment code. What are the information you had written? I equals 0, I less than 8, I plus plus. We are testing if x and 0x 80h right shifted I times. If it is true, I to IO set register we are writing the data. Then otherwise to IO clear register. Then we are applying the clock pulse. No change at all. And that's why I'm not discussing this. Coming to the delay routine, it is again same for all the programs. If you want to introduce the delay, this is what the routine we are using. The most important is the main function. See, this is what the information we are having in the memory. 4 blanks. Then this is the 7 segment code for D. Then D, E, P, T. Then we are having this is blank. Okay, OFF means 0xFF means it is blank. Then this is OF. Okay, then again blank. Then CSE 4 blanks. So this is what the information we are storing. Just observe what information we are storing in the array. We are taking 4 blanks, 7 segment code for 4 blanks. Then we are taking for capital D we cannot display. It looks like 0. That's why lowercase d we are displaying. Then E we are displaying, DE, PT, T, small letter T we are displaying. Since all characters cannot be displayed on the 7 segment display, we are trying to make it more meaningful by either displaying uppercase letter or lowercase letter. The 7 segment code that is initialized in the array is 4 blanks, then DEPT, then a blank, OF, okay, then a blank, then CSE, after that 4 blanks, followed by this 4 blanks. Okay, this is what the information we have initialized in the array. For each of this, if you decide this pattern, for each of this character, you need to have the 7 segment code initialized in the array. Hope this is clear. Okay, then character ij we have given. Coming to the next part, that is configuring pin select 0 register. Then IODIR register is written with 8004H to make port 0.15 and port 0.2 as output port pins. Infinite while loop we have taken. Just observe how many iterations are to be taken for simulating from right to left. It is 16 iterations. For the information department of CSC, to make the character scroll from right to left, totally 16 iterations are required. That's why we are running the loop from 0 till 16. I equals 0, I less than 16, I plus plus. Inner loop remains the same. Whatever we have discussed in the previous program, it is the same inner loop we have used. J equals I, J less than I plus 4, J plus plus. Right segment function we are calling within the inner loop. Single line statement it is. Data of J. Okay, since at a time we can display only 4 characters, no change in inner loop. Any program on 7 segment display you take, inner loop remains the same. At a time we can display 4 characters. Okay. After that we'll introduce delay. Delay of some 10,000. This is the value I've given. Then close the outer for loop. This is to scroll from left to right. I equals 14. We are making the index variable I to point to this location in the array. I equals 14. How it is 14 or why it is 14, we'll see with the next slide. I greater than or equal to 0, I minus minus. Same inner loop we have written. At a time, we need to display 4 characters. See, whether it is right to left scroll or left to right scroll, inner loop statements remains the same. After that, we'll introduce the delay. Close the for loop, close the while loop, give return 0 and close the main function. Okay, this is what the code we have written in the main. The other routines, delay routine and right segment routines remains the same. Only this main function you need to modify. Depending on whether you want to display in the rolling fashion or you want to display from right to left to right scroll. So depending on that, you can decide the code. Okay. See, this is for right to left simulation. This is what the information you have stored in the memory, and these are the iterations required. 4 blanks initially, then I want to see character D at the least significant 7 segment display digit, then DE, then DEP, DEPT, and so on. Finally, all the 7 segment display digits must be clear. So 4 blanks I need to see at the end. See, last 4 information we are having in the array is 4 blanks. I have also written the number of iterations here. 4 blanks, then 3 blank D, then 2 blank DE in the 4th iteration, blank DEP, then DEPT, EPT blank, then PT blank 0, T blank 0F, then blank 0FB, then 0FBC, then FBCS, then BCSE, then CSEB, then SEBB, then EBBB, then finally 4 blanks. How many iterations are required for Simulating from right to left, it is 16 iterations. That's why in the previous slide, you can see we are running the for loop from 0 till 16. It depends on what information you are trying to display. Similarly, for left to right scroll, what is the value I need to initialize? What is the index value I need to initialize to I variable? Just observe, I need to start with this one, this information, E followed by 3 blanks. Where you are finding E in the array? The 7 segment code for E in the array is at position 14. Are you getting? See, just count. The array index starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. If you keep on counting, where you find the 7 segment code for E is at position 14. So that's why we have initialized the array for left to right scroll, I equals 14, I greater than or equal to 0, I minus 1. We have taken a decrement loop for simulating from left to right. This is clear. So E followed by 3 blanks will display, then I will be decremented in the next iteration, I minus minus we have given. So SEBB will be displayed, next CSEB, next BCSE, next FBCSE and so on. Okay, this takes 15 iterations. Starting from 14 till 0, if you just keep on decrementing the loop counter, how many iterations takes places? 15 iterations. That will simulate left to right scroll. Okay. Have you all followed how we are able to simulate right to left and left to right scroll? Are able to analyze? Have you all followed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Try to analyze it. If you are still having doubt, we can discuss in the next class. Okay.